Hey guys, it's Sam with 2M's and welcome to this MYXclusive interview. Happy Wednesday to everyone who's watching us here in the Philippines. And we are starting off this beautiful morning in the Philippines with this amazingly talented duo who continue to give us all the feels and the vibes with their super irresistible music. And they recently just put out a new single called Something Special. And I'm so excited because they're also going to be releasing a 2-part EP coming very, very soon. So I'm excited to catch up with both of them. So everyone, please welcome back to MYXclusive, Alan and Steve of Joan.
What's up? Hi. I love how we just magically pop up.
I know. Hello, Alan and Steven. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Back here on Mix. How are you guys? I love this energy. Thank you for joining us.
We couldn't be better. I got a cup of decaf. I'm feeling great.
Oh, I was gonna say I have a cup of coffee, not decaf, but at least we match.
Yes.
How about you, Steven? Do you have coffee?
I have some freeze-dried strawberries, so we're all thriving.
That's even better. Yeah, no, that's great. I love that. I love that you're wearing orange too, because it's morning where I am, so starting my morning very bright.
I'm your son.
Yeah.
It's hurting my eyes, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, at least you have glasses, so that's like a layer of protection.
There you go. That's a good point.
Right?
That's a good point.
Yeah, but we're so excited to have you guys back here. I was like letting you guys know I actually interviewed you like 6 months ago, so it's been quite some time, I think, since that time. Even though every day kind of feels like, it's all clumped together now.
Sure.
But how have you guys been since then? What's new in your life? Of course, aside from the music, how have you been since then?
We've been great, honestly. We both have little baby girls on the way. Very soon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Steven, you guys are due what, 2 weeks, I think?
Yeah, we're due 2 weeks today. So
yeah. And then my wife and I are due a week after that. So literally
that's crazy.
3 weeks. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. So but yeah, other than that, we've just been obviously prepping nursery and family stuff and getting excited, but finishing these EPs we've been working on and planning tours and writing and recording, just doing the band thing. So
simple things. Music, becoming a dad, no big deal. I mean,
nothing huge.
Nothing huge, but that's so cool. I mean, congratulations, first of all, and expecting to, I'm sure, very beautiful daughters coming very, very soon. But that's wild how kind of like the timelines kind of matched up. Was that like, how did that happen? It just happened.
That was not planned.
No. Yeah, it was crazy. I literally showed up to Ellen's house and was like, I have some news, and he was like, I think I do too. So
no way.
It was wild.
It was pretty crazy. It couldn't have happened in a better time. Yeah, it was great.
That is so wild. That is taking friendship to another level, obviously. Going through preparing for fatherhood. So how are you guys kind of like, where's your head at with that? I mean, that's huge, gonna be a huge deal, obviously. So how are you guys kind of grasping the fact?
I mean, Steven, I'll let you speak for yourself. I haven't had too many like existential crises yet. No, I'm really excited. Like it's a weird feeling to like think about it your whole life. Not when you're a kid, obviously, but like think about it as you get older, and then it's here, and I'm like, oh man, like 9 months or 8 months ago, I was like, oh, that's like a distant. She's coming, but it's like a still distant thought. And then we were literally talking today. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be here in like under a month. This is. And then I'm like running around like baby proofing the house and making sure that she survives. Just
yeah,
but
Yeah,
definitely.
we've been saying like, oh, we have time, we have 9 months, 5 months, 2 months, and now all of a sudden we're like, oh, we have a week, and we better be ready for it.
Yeah. No, a week is still long. 2 weeks is still long.
Totally.
Like we said,
Yeah.
time is relative, so
That's right.
extend it as much as you can. But I love that
Mhm.
Alan said he hasn't had much existential crises yet. I
Not
know
yet.
that you feel it,
coming.
eventually. I can imagine too. So that's super exciting. I mean, that's an exciting time in your life. So we can't wait for you guys to have your beautiful baby girls with you very, very soon. But I can imagine kind of like balancing that too with like what Alan said a while ago, the music and like planning tours and all of that. That's quite a lot. So how have you guys been in terms of music? I remember last time we talked, you guys have been, constantly writing music and creating music, and you even welcomed the wave era now of Joan. So what exactly does it mean for Joan? Like, what is the wave era for Joan?
Sure.
Steven.
Yeah. So, I guess the last time we talked to you was probably right whenever we knew what was about to happen, but we weren't really telling many people. So it's exciting that we kind of get to talk to you at at the end of things when the EPs are about to release. But whenever we were thinking through the wave era, we were just thinking like we had this batch of songs that kind of fell into two camps, which would be the beginning and ending of a relationship. And we wanted to kind of lean into that instead of making, we didn't feel it was quite right for an album, and we didn't feel like it was quite right to just do one EP or just 4 or 5 songs with it. So we thought a fun and kind of creative way to release that batch of music would be to do kind of a double EP themed around kind of the beginning and ending of a relationship, and call them High and Bye. The wave era being like wave, high, and bye. So that's kind of the general idea for it. But yeah.
Oh, so that's what it was. I was really trying to figure it out. Like, what is this wave? Like a literal like wave, or like, kind of wave. And I was like, now I get it. It's like a wave, like high and bye. Which, like what Steven said, is the two names of the 2-part EP that you guys are gonna be releasing. And I love that you guys said it's like the beginning and the end of a relationship, like high and bye, which are two very common things that we say like on a normal basis. But when you really think about it, this is really how relationships start and end. So I mean, that's really cool. Was it like a one specific experience or that inspired like the songs on the album, or like was it just life in general?
I'd say it was a conglomeration. It was like we try to write from both personal experience, but like we also love writing sad songs, and people really life is hard, and people go through all sorts of trials and joys and all. It's just like a roller coaster, and so we try to like tap into the daily struggle and the daily joy for everybody with our songs. So when you have something special, it's like I'm in love with my best friend, like a 4-leaf clover, all that. We also want to kind of give the juxtaposition of like, well, what happens when that person isn't your person anymore, and what happens like kind of what you just said, the high and bye. When you think about it, doesn't seem like that deep of a thought, but a lot of people, probably all of us in this virtual chat room, have experienced like the last hug or the last kiss goodbye, and you don't maybe even know that it's going to be that, or the last handhold. Yeah, it is. But like, so we I don't know, we try to tap into that feeling of like, I don't know, it's the human experience. And so to answer your question, it's both personal experience, and we try to take from friends and family stories, and sometimes fiction. We, you watch a movie that inspires you, and you write a story in your head about that. So
that is totally the human experience. Obviously, with every beginning, there's an end. So I love that you guys kind of are, running with that with the EPs too. But working on, of course, like the EPs, you guys kind of decided like it's 2 different parts, right? Like high and bye. So did that kind of affect like the way that you guys worked on it? Like, was it compartmentalized in that sense, or it was just like the same as the usual?
Not if well, at first we were a little ahead, like not much, like a song or 2. and we were like, okay, we've got a few of them in the bank, like this feels good. And then what, single 3, we were like, oh crap, this is starting to catch up to us. Just because like it was kind of a tall task for us to go 8 songs in 8 months, and then you have to plan with your label or our label, like, hey, these are the due dates for the master, this is the due date for music video, this is the due date for socials, blah 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 blah. And so when you're talking about that stuff, it just, like the babies, they just kind of, it just happens, like it just like catches up, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm having a child in 3 weeks. So we, at first it was less compartmentalized, and then we kind of, by the nature of how we kind of planned it out, it kind of had to be like, we kind of would work on the next one until it was like due, and then we would move on to the next one until it was due. Like we literally today maybe finished the last one, maybe. Like we're still working on it, but like we just turned in the second to last one. So
and like, but we just decided, like, I think this is the last one, let's work on it today. And then and it just happened so quick, and it's like, it's cool though, because we set deadlines, and we like have kind of made ourselves work in this like parentheses of the EPs, and really cool things have happened out of it. And like, I think songs have come out of it that maybe wouldn't have happened if we were just taking our time working on a project or something. So it's been interesting and a fun process. So
it's made us better. It's definitely made us better this year, so.
For sure.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, we love to hear it, growth. We stand the growth of Joan. But I love that, under pressure, because not everyone can. It's true.
Like
we stand the growth.
We stand the growth.
We stand growth.
That's such a good phrase.
We really do. But like, I mean, with under pressure, like having like schedules and like deadlines, I mean, not everyone can like bring the best out of whatever they're doing when that happens. Obviously, like even I sometimes hate schedules and deadlines, but I love that you guys were able, you said that you kind of became better because of that. So in what sense, like, were you guys able to become better, or were like there new things that you guys tried out for your music? Like what happened, or what can we expect from the EP with Joan?
I think it seems counterintuitive to creativity, but I've always been fascinated, I think we both have, by both like the idea of minimalism and the idea of putting parameters around yourself to exactly what you just said. Like for instance, we are trying to finish this last song so that we can basically shoot 2 music videos at the same time. Like we're just for scheduling because the babies are coming. So like today we're literally like trying to hurry to finish the song so that we can have a song to do a video to. And so that's just like one example of, it's a practical reason to put parameters around it, but we actually forced ourselves today to like sit and just like write for 6-7 hours straight. And we got literally one of my favorite songs we've ever written today. And so I don't know, like, had we not done that, it's not that I wouldn't have loved the song, or maybe it wouldn't still be a great song or a good song or whatever, but because of the time restraints that we kind of capped around ourselves, it like forces your brain, like any trade, like I've got to get this sink fixed by tomorrow at 7 a.m. So I've got to like make the time to fix the sink. And so it's the same concept. It's just interesting with creativity because it comes out of nowhere. So you have to like, you can't always force it. And sometimes we try to, and it ends up being a month before we finish a song or whatever. But anyway,
I love that. And sorry, my phone is ringing right now, but I guess, the universe is calling, just telling me you should take points from Joan, saying, I mean, it's good sometimes to be in that kind of like box too, and kind of like force yourself, even though like what Alan said, it's a little bit counterintuitive to being creative, but, sometimes it really does bring out the best from you and your abilities. But what can we expect, from the EP? A lot of people are so excited, especially your Filipino fans, from the EPs. Like you said, you're better now as Joan. So what can we expect coming from the EPs?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're taking more chances than we have before. We are also, I mean, it's all internal. 98% of it is all internal. Like me and Alan are just doing everything on our own. Like we've never produced a song all the way through. We've done it like 80% of the of the way for the most part. And on this project, we were just like, let's just go for it and see what happens. And so everything you're hearing on this project is straight from us. It's our ideas, our concepts, and I think it's a product of just this year. And I don't know, we've had a lot of fun with it, and I think we've as far as artistically, I think we've just grown a lot, and this is kind of our best offering that we've had so far. So I'm excited to get these EPs out.
And we're excited to obviously, receive them. Like I said, we stand the growth. I mean, that's exciting. We can't wait.
The charts
to
are going
hear.
up. The charts are going up.
We love it. I mean, I'm just so excited to hear, obviously, the music on it. And I know, like what you said, it's very personal to you guys. You work really hard, to say the least, having to prepare for both, like the music, but also the babies at the same time. It's definitely no easy feat, but we're so excited to hear the EPs. So now that, it's coming very, very soon, are there certain tracks that people should watch out for? I know without spoiling too much, you don't have to spoil anything, but is there like a certain track that you guys are excited about for people to hear?
Yes, I would say that the next single that's coming out is, I feel like every artist says like it's probably our best song. I don't know. I don't know if it's our best song. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. But I think it's like our strongest. It's such a weird word to say, accessible, but like I truly think it's a song that like the whole world could sing to, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's not like a niche song. It's not like a, oh, that's good for me, that's not good for me, that whatever. Like this is like one that I think, let me put it this way. If this song got on the radio, it's not that it wouldn't surprise me. It's just I think it would fit. I would think it would fit in that like pop market really well. And so I'm excited about that because, we are a small like pop duo, indie duo or whatever, but we have big pop aspirations. So like for us to have like written this song meant a lot to us. So I hope people love it as much as we do, for sure.
I love the way that you put it. I kind of felt that. I was like, when you said you're like a small town, duo, but with big pop aspirations, I'm like, we're gonna manifest it, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for this next single because I get what you mean though. Like it's kind of just like vibe for everyone. Like anyone from anywhere can vibe to it. So I'm so excited for that. So to everyone who's tuning in, we have that to look forward to coming very soon. But already part of the EP that you guys already released was Something Special. I love so much, by the way. Such a great song too. So amazing. Haven't stopped listening to it since it came out. But I love the music video too. And you guys, are very busy, I can imagine. So what was it like working on the music video too for Something Special?
Extremely hot. It was probably the hottest day of the year, and we did it in the middle of the day to like get as much direct sunlight as we could, just for the type of video we were doing. And it was in the middle of a field, no shadows, and we were just like our van was kind of on one corner of the field as our little rest area, so we could have some AC. And then we'd run out and shoot the video, and it was just so hot. And we were just like trying not to sweat the whole time. Oh, God. But it was awesome. Like the shots looked amazing. It came together, and the director we work with we have worked with on all these videos, his name's Brandon, and he's just got a really awesome mind, and the way he can see the end result on everything is just really cool. And so it was cool to just be out there and just be suffering in the heat and just be like, hope this works. And it came out so awesome. So it was fun.
An example of his mind, he's like, let's turn one of those hay bales over and you guys hop up there. And we were like,
oh my God.
Okay. And then like some of my favorite shots we've ever done. So Brandon's brilliant. He's been a joy to work with.
No, yeah, it was so cool. Just seeing you guys like on those things. But I was like really thinking in my head, like, isn't that scary? Like I feel like it's a little bit scary. Like it's a little bit high.
Yeah,
right?
It was
and you're like playing your like instruments too. So what was that like?
They're way tighter wrapped than you think. Like, they have some like tractor that like I guess does it and then it wraps it in twine. And so they're actually like pretty sturdy. There were a couple that were kind of popping out, but
Oh
Yeah,
God.
when we put his drums up there, we were like, oh man, I hope you don't fall in this ball of grass.
Yeah.
Luckily it didn't happen like that. So
It turned out though, because originally the plan was the field was like shoulder high, the grass was, and our original plan was just to be
Oh wow.
in the grass playing, but
Mhm.
they plowed it and did the hay bales.
like 2 days
God.
before.
Yeah,
Oh
like right
wow.
before we got there, and so we were just like, well, let's just roll with it. So
Mhm. I mean, it turned out really well too, and I really like those. Like just seeing you guys on top of those things, I was just like, damn, like that like looks scary, but really cool at the same time too. Even fitting the instruments, I was like, wow, that's new, something you guys have
there you
never done
go.
before. So
Yeah, we've
see
never done
growth.
that. Yes.
Exactly. Growth. We stand the growth. We're so happy that you guys were able to release obviously the music video and also the song, but we also can't wait for the EPs. We're so excited for them and everything that you guys have planned. You have so many things going on right now, and we're all so excited for you in terms of music, life with your daughters coming very soon. It's gonna be a very exciting time for the both of you, and we obviously can't wait till you guys are back in the Philippines. It's been a minute since you guys were back
It
here.
has.
It was like
Yes.
2019. I remember being at that show too, and I was like obsessed with you guys. So what do you remember most about your Filipino fans? I'm sure they miss you. So what do you remember most about the last show that you guys were here?
Well, first of all, it's been way too long. I don't know if you've heard,
Mhm.
but there's been a global pandemic going on.
Oh
Just
yeah,
just heard
I'm just
about that.
kidding.
Uh,
Just in.
uh, but yeah, we've honestly, that's been like one of the saddest things about it. Like I
Mhm.
think for everyone, it's been hard, and
Mhm.
so many myriad of different reasons. And so for us, like this is our job, and like a big
Mhm.
part of our
Mhm.
job is touring and like meeting people and gaining fan base and all that stuff. And so to not be able to come has been like tough, because we genuinely enjoyed the Philippines, and everyone we've met there. I think I said this before, maybe in our last interview, but like
Mhm.
genuinely the most kind people we've ever met. Like it
Thank you.
felt like we're from the South in the United States, and
Mhm.
there's like this thing called Southern hospitality, and it's basically like
Mhm.
everybody waves at each other and is, big hugs and whatever. And it felt like an extension of that, just
Aw.
clear across the world. So yeah,
Mhm.
we miss it, and we're excited to come back as soon as humanly possible. So
Yeah.
Definitely. We'll welcome you guys back. We'll hit you with that Filipino hospitality. We're very
I like
excited.
that.
And also the Filipino singing voice. We all love to sing. So the show is going to be amazing with the new songs too. I'm hyping it up right now.
I love it.
It's going to be amazing. You can hold me to it. So it's going to
Yes,
be
we will.
so good. But you guys said that, you're planning on going on tour, obviously, because it's a big part of, what you guys do. So how does that feel? Like, maybe it's going to be possible very, very soon. Are you guys excited or like nervous? Is like part of you like want to cry?
All
That
of
kind
it.
of thing.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
the last like headline tour we did in the
Mhm.
US was 2 years ago. So,
Mhm, mhm,
I mean, it'll be 2 years. I guess that
mhm,
by the time we actually do it. So, it's
Hmm.
just such a long time, like to not
mhm,
play a live show, and
mhm.
you're just like, what is it going to be like? Like, I don't, it's hard to even imagine. So, but yeah, so excited. I cannot wait.
Yeah, and
For
we
sure.
should, fingers crossed, if all goes
Mhm.
well, I highly bet that we would be back in Asia next year. Well, we're fingers crossing. We're fingers crossing
Yes,
here, but
we're manifesting. We're
there are
manifesting.
there are plans
Mhm.
being made. Plans being made.
Yes. Oh my God, I love it. That's exactly it. We're manifesting it. We have plans. Plans are being made, and we can't wait for that day to come. Obviously, but for now, we'll obviously savor all of your music online. Thank God for the internet, right? So we're gonna
Yes.
savor all of your new music online, like something special. But also the EP's coming very, very soon. But before I do let you guys go, do you have a message to all your Filipino fans who are, eagerly waiting for you guys to come back, who miss you, but are also so excited about the new music?
We miss you. I'm gonna butcher this, but I still remember a phrase that I was taught when we were there.
Go for it.
So correct me if I'm wrong.
Go for it.
Mahal kakao. Is that right?
Mahal ko kayo.
Oh,
Okay, so close. So close.
golly.
She's
I
like,
should have.
how dare you?
She's like, wrong.
No,
Get out of
no.
here.
we're all about growth here, like I keep saying.
That's
You know,
right.
so
Yeah.
that's part
It's
of it.
going up.
That's part of it.
It's going
That's
up.
part of
My
it.
language
So yeah,
skills. Yeah. Okay. And that means I love you, right?
I love you guys. Yeah.
I love you guys. Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
Mhm.
that's what I have to say, even though I butchered it out. That's what I have to say.
That was an A+ effort. I mean, you
Thank
know,
you.
remembering a phrase in a different language obviously is difficult, but thank you so much, Alan, for trying it out.
Try.
And we do love you guys too. We're so excited to have you back here. And when you're back here, we'll teach you more Filipino phrases that you can
Yeah,
learn
I
also
need
for
it.
the future.
I obviously need
Um,
the help.
and I'm here to offer it. You know, I can help you. No worry about it. But thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here once again on a mix.
Thanks
We
for
can't
having
wait
us, Sam.
of
Yeah, thanks
course.
so
We're
much.
always excited to have you guys, and we're so excited for the music, but also even more excited for you guys to become dads very, very soon. And I can't wait for you to welcome your baby daughters into
Yes.
this beautiful life. So thank you so much for joining us, and thank you as well to everyone who tuned in to this MYXclusive interview. If you haven't yet, make sure to stream all of Joan's music. It's available on multiple digital streaming platforms, especially their newest single. It's called Something Special, and you can also check out its music video. But once again, thank you so much, Alan and Steven, for joining me today.
Bye,
Thank
Thank
you.
guys.
you.
Thanks, Sam. See
Well,
ya.
to everyone, this has been Sam with 2 M's and Joan. Thank you, you guys.